In this episode, we define the word insanity by trying the same thing over and over and over. We get a lot of good men killed, and we relive a nightmare from a few episodes ago. But through it all, do we get to accomplish what the name of this mission implies and finally put an end to the pig? Find out in this grueling episode of Stronghold HD. Okay, this is Gamer Blave, and here we are with another episode of Stronghold HD. If you missed the last episode, then that one was a pretty interesting one. We really kind of bumbled our way into victory there, but it was kind of cool. It was a kind of cool episode. We got to use some pretty neat stuff in that one, and it was kind of a fun one. Smoky bacon there, but here we go. End of the pig. I really wonder what that one is going, or this one rather, is going to entail.
The people of the next county are at the end of their tether with the pig's oppressive taxes and are ready to rise up against him. The time to avenge Lord Woolsack's death is upon us. If you win this battle, then the tide will truly have begun to turn.
You have been charged to overthrow the pig's final county by laying siege to his stronghold. You have besieged this castle before, but it has since been rebuilt and now has a full garrison, so will prove to be a far greater challenge. Our simple but direct approach last time with the battering ram may not now be enough. Build some siege towers to scale his tall walls.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So if you have not been watching this series, then you may not know. Well, I mean, if you haven't been watching the series, then you definitely won't know. But if you missed the episode that they are referring to, you have besieged this castle before, then I'll refer you to that one. I don't want to go into all of the details on that, but we did play that episode on a lower difficulty. And if you're going to be upset with me in this one and you haven't seen that one, then I refer you to that episode to see why that is. If this is going to be even more difficult than that, then guys, I'm just going to go ahead and lower it down to easy. I don't want to bother with it. I don't want to bother with trying to deal with it on hard. I'm playing it to enjoy it, and that's just kind of how we are. I'm just kind of going through this to kind of relive the old nostalgia here. So that's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing. So, who knows if we can even do it then? If it's because I mean we kind of skated through it. I guess we kind of more or less somewhat comfortably got through it last time, but certainly if it's going to be a much greater challenge than even on easy, it's going to be it's not going to be a cakewalk. Okay, let's go ahead and pause it and have a look at what we're dealing with. We do have quite a few troops, but yeah, this is definitely the castle. It looks very similar, but there are a lot more troops. It looks like he's got a couple more things in here. I don't know what all they are, or what they're going to do, like a couple more gibbets and things like that. A lot of killing pits over here. So yeah, I mean, I wonder if the reason that, if you will reference the video that I was from earlier in the series, I did talk about some of the strategies that I saw online that I just didn't really want to duplicate in order to play it on the harder difficulty, but people did come in from this side in order to like sneak their way down in this way, and I wonder if they got that idea from this one, because there's so many killing pits over here. It really kind of I don't know, more or less indicates that this side is a little bit weaker than it might otherwise be, because it's got the biggest moat by a substantial margin. So this is the front. Yeah, this is the front of the castle. Just in case you did not know, this is the side of the castle. So the objective was a little bit different last time. We wanted to kill everybody. This time we only need to kill the pig. We only need to kill the pig. So the idea of coming in the side is much more appealing than it was last time, because the first time, you know, we got blasted through the front, but we don't necessarily have to take the courtyard. If we can, you know, fill in this moat over here, then that would be really, really good. Now the problem with that, the main problem with that is, you know, we would need, we don't have very many archers here. And what we did last time was basically use our archers in order to clear out their first line of archers here. We killed most of their archers on this first line by kind of, you know, singling these towers out. That is straight up not going to work because they've reinforced each of these. We wouldn't get very far with this because they didn't give us hardly any. I don't think they gave us any more archers, maybe even less. We might even have, I think we've got less archers. We've got fewer archers here. Okay guys, so I have tried this one, I don't know, maybe 5 times so far, and you know, once again, just as a reminder, we are on easy. As I've said several times throughout this series, the sieges, not my biggest friend here. Anyway, basically what I did the first time is I swung all my forces around and attacked this side. That did not work too well. Now I've been trying to attack the front, and we have not been getting too lucky with that. The biggest issue is that this entire castle is surrounded, I would say about to the area where you can see my mouse cursor, and the terrain kind of changes color. It's completely surrounded and saturated with pitch, and you know, we don't really have a way of like setting that off or making it go away, so to speak. Yes. So that kind of sucks. So anyway, what I've been,
our march continues, and we have taken back another county.
What I've been doing is like trying to get in here in the front, and you know, take this area. Kind of like what we did in the first one, except for, you know, we don't have enough archers to deal with their tower archer threat. I did try that. It did not work. We killed two of their crossbowmen, and that is just not worth it. So the very last attempt I had, we actually did make it into this area, but we only had very few troops left at that point. Didn't work out. And additionally, once we broke through this first area, this entire courtyard is filled with pitch as well. So all of the troops who make it through here, who are already beat to absolute hell because they've been set on fire and shot, get set on fire again. And, you know, that doesn't feel very good. So, you know, it pretty much sucks. It pretty much sucks. So what we are going to have to do is, you know, frankly, I have no idea what we're going to have to do. The spearmen, the only thing that I have been able to find out or come up with to do with them really is to basically disarm the pitch. They can't really hang with, I mean, they die basically instantly in pitch, and they basically die instantly to archer fire as well. So they're, I mean, they're basically useless. I mean, they are essentially useless. So what I'm going to do first is kind of run up in this direction and to see if we can disarm some of this pitch. Once they set it off, once they set off a good bit of it, I'm going to run back. But you know, they're not going to set off a bunch or you know, enough of it to make a huge difference here. But I want to disarm some for my macemen who are going to be coming in here. Come on, set off a little bit more of it, guys. Okay, yeah. Get out of there. Get out of there.
Off we go.
Okay, so now as I was saying, this entire area is full of pitch. So when we come in, you know, they're still going to set off some more of this stuff, and it is not, it's not going to be very pretty. So we're going to have a squad 1 here, and 2 is going to fall in behind them. Do we have a 3? We don't have a 3 yet.
You can count on us.
This will be squad 3.
Move, move.
And this right here, and this will be squad 4.
Here we go. Need some muscle.
Okay, that'll be squad 4 because we left that guy behind apparently.
Move, you dogs.
So then we need to figure out
Yes,
the best way to use our spearmen.
Always ready.
So that's 5,
Tell us what to do.
6.
We're leaving now.
So that was actually probably a decent sized group. Okay, 7.
Off we go. Where are we going? Always ready. What'll it be?
And then basically all of the ones that are over here. Oh gosh, that's hardly any left. Can we go with...
Tell us what to do.
Okay.
Yes, my lordship. We're leaving now.
Let's put
Boss.
these guys with this group, which is 6.
Count on us.
Okay, yeah, that'll be group 6. We'll bolster with these dudes.
All
So
what'll it be?
do we have...
Tell us what to do.
There, that guy can be added to a group. Now, oh goodness. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the macemen forward here, kind of one group, to try to dig this moat and see if they can get some work done on it. And then we need to send the ram in kind of. We need the timing of the ram is going to be very challenging because once they start to dig it, yeah, I mean, like let's go ahead and send these guys in first of all. We don't want to waste any time, really, I guess is what I'm getting at. In fact, let's go ahead and send it in. And then we want to make sure, we want to try to keep these guys as contained in the center here as possible, because they're just going to keep running into that fire. It's just, they're just going to do it. I mean, it's so devastating, guys. So many guys get slaughtered there. Okay, go ahead and send in the second squad. That was even worse, I think, than the first time I did this. God, and they're not even digging where I ordered them to dig. Guys, don't go up there. Just don't go up there. It would be nice if these guys would just stay where I asked them to. Stay there. Stay here. I mean, you can't, you know, you can't send just enough guys to get the job done. You know, you have to send enough guys to be able to take the to take the damage. Okay, guys, now you've just got to go stand there and weather the assault. Attack the tower. Help the ram with the tower. Okay, let's send in group 5, the spearmen. See if they can distract a little bit. How's the tower doing? Gonna send in the 3rd wave of spearmen.
You can count on us. Where are we going?
And I'm gonna split this into 2 groups here so I can move them around when they're inside.
Always ready. What'll it be?
Okay.
Tell us what to do. This'll be easy.
Okay.
Yes, my lordship. You can count on us.
We need to get the ram. The ram is basically dead, but they might not attack it anymore. I needed to have the towers. Get the tower. Move it in. Do something.
Always ready.
Attack someone, guys. Do any attacking that you can do. I don't understand what's happening right here.
Chicken feed. What'll it be? No problem.
Okay, we're moving the towers in. These guys are going to be in reserve.
Move. We're leaving now.
In the event that we can pull it off with what we've got left, that'd be nice.
Where are the macemen?
Oh my gosh, they still have more crap left. Are you serious? And we're running right through it. Get out of it, guys. Okay.
What?
Oh, I've still got these guys here.
You can count on us.
I don't even know what group these guys are, but charge.
Be easy. Yes, boss. They won't know what hit them. Yeah. Where are the
Okay, that did not work. This is Editor Blave interrupting gameplay Blave here. As you can see that none of those attacks worked. So basically what we're going to do for the rest of this one is I'm going to more or less cobble together as best as I can some kind of a coherent amalgamation that is hopefully something of a good narrative that that shows how I ended up accomplishing this, because you know, I ended up having to save it and load it, and then I ended up saving it a lot during the attempt at parts that I thought were significant. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually moving the basement in, and they've got a lot of pitch right there, so I need to move the basement out while the pitch burns. That was something that I ended up learning after a number of attempts, because you know, the amount of damage that you take from the archer fire retreating there with the maceman is much less than running through that pitch and trying to climb up the tower. So that is something that took me a while to learn. Now, as you can see, after we have taken that initial courtyard, my army is basically depleted. We have roughly 100 macemen and something like that in spearmen, and we still have the rest of the castle to take. What I tried to do first was basically split my macemen in half and go each way, like send about half of the macemen to the right here and the other half to the left, and just try to, you know, kill as many of these archers as I could. And I figured if I had killed all of the archers, then basically I would have carte blanche to do whatever I wanted to. That didn't really work. The 2 groups of 50 macemen didn't really work. I needed to have, I ended up needing to really concentrate the macemen. Also, one thing that I found is that, you know, as you are grouping up the macemen and issuing commands by, you know, switching back, you know, you just hit the number 1 or the number 2 or whatever number you have assigned to your macemen or whatever it is. When they're ascending through the tower, I guess that's what it is, they'll lose their grouping, you know, when you're issuing commands. So like my macemen were just kind of standing around doing nothing, and their pathfinding when they're ascending that tower is also really stupid. So I was having a lot of issues with that. Now I also used the spearmen to move in first to kind of take the brunt of the initial archery barrage, because as we know, that is basically all that the spearmen are good for. At least in my opinion, that's basically all they are good for. Yeah, so you can see as we move up the tower, it's not really the most graceful thing, but they are getting it done. They are getting it done, but it is a little bit difficult to do it. After they sort of get up there, basically what I do is I just get them all, I reselect them all, and I just assign them all to group 1, kind of, you know, as quickly as I possibly can, because as I said, they ungroup themselves. Now I don't know if that was just something that was occurring for me, but it was happening consistently whenever I was sending them up the tower. They were getting ungrouped. You know, only some of them. So it might be like when you issue commands to the group while there are some of them in the tower. That was kind of my best guess, but I mean, I was just frantically like spamming attacks on them, because I think what happens is, like, you know, you tell them to kill someone, right? Like you tell them to kill, for instance, a crossbowman or something like that. If they kill them, then the rest of the guys just kind of stand around and don't do anything while that one guy's dead, even if there's like a guy standing right next to that one dude. So yeah, that does kind of suck. But anyway, yeah, so we cleared out that main really horrible tower. Now, one thing to note that also sucks is there is a bunch of pitch like everywhere down in this main the main area of his castle. Like, he's willing to burn everything down just to save himself, which, you know, if you'll remember the last episode, we did something similar to that to save ourselves. But right now, since I only have a few macemen left, even though he's only got a few archers, basically what I'm trying to do here is get my archers to, you know, kill as many archers as they have access to. And then my plan is just to kind of move our archers in and use our archers to kill him, because we have superior archer firepower right now. You know, assuming they will obey my commands. So that is kind of my current plan. My main reason I'm hesitant to move my macemen down is because, like I said, the entire courtyard's full of pitch. But it hasn't quite yet occurred to me that the pitch cannot be ignited now because I killed all of the archers who were anywhere close to the braziers or braziers. I really don't know what the proper pronunciation of that word is. You know, feel free to you know, mock me or, you know, constructively criticize me regarding that in the comments. But yeah, that large tower was you know, was the one that that actually contained that threat. So, you know, now there's actually no threat of those fires being set off. So I could actually send my maceman in and it would be fine. But I've just sped the video or the game speed up because my archers aren't that good at hitting him. But at this point, you know, we could just do that, but it actually did occur to me that I could send my macemen in, so I send them over to first deal with those archers. So smack them around a little bit. Got a couple of pikemen left to deal with, and then send them up to deal with the pig. Okay, oh my gosh, guys. Yeah, we save scummed that one hard. That would have taken me, I don't know, a friggin' week to do it. My gosh, that was a nightmare. That was a nightmare. That's gonna take me, I don't even know how long to edit that together. And I mean, I don't want to have to show all of the times that I tried that and all the times that I saved and loaded it, but just know if for some reason I managed to magic that so it doesn't look like I saved and loaded it a whole bunch, guys, I saved and I loaded it a whole bunch, but I am relieved now. The pig is dead and we got through that one. And if I remember it, if I remember it correctly, I think that those are the worst sieges. Honestly, I think that the rest of the game is you know, more pleasant than that, because that was not a whole lot of fun for me.
With the pig slain, only the wolf stands in your way on the path to victory. Soon after the dusts of battle have settled, you receive word that Sir Longarm, along with the king, have marched in to claim another county, tightening the noose around the wolf's neck. Very,
very nice. Yeah, here we go. So the map is really turning in our favor now. So it's really down to us and the wolf. And look at the country now. I mean, it's really us. The wolf is on the defensive, and we are going in now to finish off these usurpers here. So that is really nice, guys. That one was a mess. That one was a bit of a slog. So if you have made it to this point, then I definitely thank you for watching. So as always, thanks for watching, and we are going to be picking up right here next time.